Thank you again for delivering those potions to Madame Lown. Saved me a lot of time and trouble. I hope to see you again. Farewell. I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
Revelio. Revelio.
Were you scared when trolls attacked? I've been terrified.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Oh, hello.
Revelio. Mine now, Demi, guys.
If I could undo all that happened that day, I would.
Revelio.
Revelio.
You would be wise not to underestimate this student. Their aptitude for magic is beyond anything I've ever seen, and I've been teaching a long time.
To have such a student, it can be.
There you are.
I received your owl. I was able to speak with Lodgok, the goblin I mentioned before.
What did you learn?
He and Ranrock were close once, but they had a falling out.
You believe he can be trusted?
Yo, yo.
He seemed trustworthy. Difficult to know, really. But Serona Ryan trusts him.
Well, that's something, I suppose. Supposing he can be trusted, will he help us get to Ranrock?
I retrieved a stolen helm. He hopes to return to Ranrock in order to regain his confidence.
You have been busy. Let's hope your efforts result in our learning something about Ranrock's plans.
Lord Gok did mention that Ranrock is searching for something, but he couldn't say what. Perhaps that helm will yield some answers.
Ranrock is searching for something. I feared as much. I've heard an unusual amount of activity, goblins and wizards, I surmise, when visiting my portrait at my castle.
Rookwood Castle?
My former residence, yes. That castle is also the location of your next trial.
You didn't see anything? Speak with anyone?
I did not. In fact, I did not make myself known. I only recently returned there and did not recognize nor trust anyone that I heard. I stayed out of sight so as not to tempt my portrait's destruction.
I'm sorry to tell you that Victor Rookwood, evidently your descendant, is a dark wizard in league with Ranrock.
My descendant? A dark wizard? I'm afraid we've no time to waste. Despite the obstacles that clearly await you, you must get to Rookwood Castle immediately. Not only is it the location of the next trial, it is home to a source of power that would be devastating in the wrong hands. I do wish we had the luxury of time. However, I do not doubt your abilities.
Very well, sir. I'm on my way.
Best of luck.
I'll meet you at Rookwood Castle.
Seems a pleasant enough little place.
Over here!
What's going on here?
Professor Rookwood was right. The place is crawling with Victor Rookwood's lot and Ranrock's loyalists. They're working together, all right, but it is...
Sounds like a lot of work. Perhaps we just tell him we looked. Well, here we are.
There.
I deserve better than patrol duty. Ready to fight! One less human to worry.
Incendio! Incendio! Leviosa!
Put me down at once! You are postponing it. How childish!
Revelio!
You can't stop Ranrock's rebellion! Ranrock will be!
Incendio! Incendio!
Soup!
Leviosa!
I'll kill you when
Revelio!
Up there! That's our way in!
Leviosa! Accio!
If I'd known your plan was to dig up half the
I
country...
wouldn't have to dig if you could simply manage to bring me the child.
We wouldn't need the child if you hadn't sent a dragon to retrieve the container I spent months and countless ministry favors tracking.
You let them board the carriage. My options were limited once I knew it would be inconveniently beyond my reach at that infernal school.
Have you not acquired enough power here? I allowed you to tunnel under my family home.
Allowed me? You are here only because you are descended from a keeper and may at some point inadvertently become valuable. We had an agreement. I will share with you the power that I discovered if you locate the stores of magic that are yet to be found. So, unless you want another demonstration of my power, a power that you one day hope to wield, bring me the child.
Are we all ready?
And Ranrock knows about the Keepers.
Yes, I caught that too. Professor Rookwood said that you'd understand more once you complete the...
Let's get into that castle. Revelio.
Any special words you want me to pass on to your mum?
Incendio.
What are your faults on?
I'll make you wish you were found nice and exposed.
You're no match for me. Someone's been taken out last week! Agile thing, aren't you?
Stop it!
You're going to regret that. You've made a great
Human to worry about.
I won't rest. Pay for your
Plum, you'll regret this. So confirm that in first.
You're going to regret that.
Revelio.
I suppose that's the quick way down.
Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
Is there something to those symbols on the walls?
There is. I've seen symbols like these before. I need to find all of them, then cast at them quickly in succession. Incendio! Confringo! Revelio! Confringo! Descendo! Confringo!
Goblin
Revelio.
tracks. They're a step ahead of us. Let's see where they lead. This must be it. The store of magic and the source of Ranrock's power.
It looks empty. If they've taken all of it, why are they still here?
Ranrock said there's more to be found, and if he's right about that, it may or may not be located here.
Revelio.
Wherever it is, we need to find it before they do. Where is that portrait?
I heard something. I was hoping that was you.
Professor Rookwood, the goblins and dark wizards who've overrun your castle are digging for stores of magic and have broken open some sort of container.
No. Things are more dire than I could have imagined. If, as you told Percival, a goblin in his vault was wielding a powerful magic, then they have somehow learned. It cannot be.
And sir, they know you were a keeper. Ranrock used the term.
This makes no sense. How did... We shall discuss this later. Right now, you must complete the next trial.
Just tell me where I need to go.
The power you stand to wield must first be fully understood. The trials will ensure that. Power without knowledge is dangerous indeed. In the wrong hands, we will simply have to outwit Ranrock and my unfortunate namesake.
Very well, Professor. Tell me where
I shall reveal.
I would join you if I could. I shall await your arrival in the map chamber.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. I need to reposition that pillar to climb out of here. Perhaps the archway is the answer. Wingardium Leviosa. Levioso. Revelio. That pillar is blocking the path. I'll need to move it. Accio. Confringo. Descendo. Is there any way to reposition this archway? Confringo! Descendo! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Confringo! Descendo! Glacier! Incendio! Descendo! Glacier! Leviosa! Repulsor! Leviosa! Revelio. I believe I need to proceed to the left here, but how? Revelio. something to hit the mark on the far wall. That sort of thing has repositioned the archways in the past. Revelio. There's a pillar here, but there's a ledge near it for me to grab onto.
Descender. Glacius. Potato. Glacius. Incendio. Confrigo.
Hitting those marks readjusts the archways. Perhaps there's a way forward from the other side of this one.
Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Is it possible to pull one of those blocks through the archway?
Leviosa. Repulsor. Leviosa. Reparo. Leviosa. Repulsor.
Revelio. After pulling the block out through the archway, I can place it where it can be climbed on while on the other side of the archway. Repulsor. Levioso. Reparo. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa. Accio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Reparo. Accio. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Levioso. Confringo. Repulso. Levioso. Accio. Revelio. Revelio. Places. Levioso. Confringo. Repulso. Confringo. Revelio. Descendo. Places. Descendo. Places. Levioso. Levioso. Confringo. Repulsor. Levioso. Crucible. Incendio. Glacier. Confringo. Descendo. Glaciers. Descendo. Incendio. Glacier. Crucible. Levioso. Repulsor. Confringo. Confringo. Glaciers. Incendio. Confringo. Glaciers. Incendio. Incendio. Confringo. Confringo. Glaciers. Confringo. Confringo. Expelliarmus! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Glacius! Confringo! Expelliarmus! What a relief. Revelio.
Must say I'm curious to hear of Isidore's travels.
Do come in. Please, have a seat.
Isadora, we are all most intrigued to hear.
We're ready. I've something to show you. Father, these are my colleagues from Hogwarts. Father hasn't spoken since my brother died. On my travels, I confirmed that which I've always believed. That we have the power to take away pain.
Isadora. What have you done?
I took his pain.
This is uncharted magic, Isadora. You can only see what has been sealed in the jar, and we do not know what power that may hold. But the traces of that magic are different from what I've seen before.
Thank you.
You're back.
And in one piece, no less. It is good to see you again.
Professor Rookwood told me about what happened at Rookwood Castle.
In light of the dire circumstances in which we find ourselves, it is most fortunate that someone so competent is following this path.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep the second artifact safe as you've advised.
Good. Are you ready to move on?
What was the glowing strand that Isadora pulled from her father's chest?
It was pain. You will understand more about her actions as you complete the trials.
I'm ready for whatever comes next.
In that case, introductions are in order.
Allow me to introduce former Hogwarts headmistress, Neve Fitzgerald.
How do you do? I must say that I was not entirely surprised to learn that a student had been completing the trials. I've always believed Hogwarts students capable of anything they set their minds to.
Thank you, Professor. It's a pleasure to meet you as well.
I am certain. However, I must first, how shall I say, prepare the location of your next trial.
We trust your judgment, Professor Fitzgerald. You should know better than anyone how to manage the inconvenience of, well...
A vainglorious and exasperating headmaster? Indeed I should. I shall confirm that everything is in order immediately.
Of course. Professor Fitzgerald needs some time to clear the way forward. Until then, you should continue to hone your magic. If you learn more about Ranrock and Victor Rookwood's activities in the meantime, please let us know.
Very well, Professor. I know. Continue to hone my magic.
You do learn quickly. Hopefully, well done today.
Natty told me about your running. I have some news about them as well. Can you meet me soon? I fear that some of what I uncovered has to do with you.
I have been asked to teach you the exploding charm, Bombarda. Once you have completed the tasks I've set forth, speak to me after class.
Is Highwing all right? You told me what the two of you did.
Highwing's fine. I'm keeping an eye on her. She's safe, Poppy, I promise.
Good. Whatever the poachers are up to, I want Highwing far from it.
You said you had news about the poachers, and that some of it had to do with me.
It did. I overheard them talking in the Hogshead, and did you know that they have orders from Victor Rookwood to capture you on sight? Does this have anything to do with Rookwood and Harlow coming for you in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack?
It does, somewhat. But at the moment, I'm more concerned about what else you heard the poachers are up to.
Fair enough. But I hope you'll let me know if I can be of help, especially after what you did for Highwing. Does the name Horndale Hall mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not. Why? What is it?
The poachers' best kept secret, apparently. The name came up twice, but they never went into detail. I also overheard one of them bragging about all the gold they're making, at the expense of innocent creatures, undoubtedly. The poachers spoke of this area. If you ever meet my gran, this trip never.
Not to worry, Poppy. If I ever meet your
This way. A centaur. Tread carefully.
An entire castle to roam, yet you choose to wander here.
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
He was certainly a charmer.
That could have gone worse. Centaurs aren't exactly
Rebellion.
fans of wizard kind, and the poachers aren't helping matters.
But why would he think that we had anything to do with poachers?
I did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps that's why the centaurs are suspicious. That's the third time I've seen a dugbog behave that violently.
It seems that a lot of beasts have been more aggressive than usual lately.
I've noticed that too. It's almost like there's something in the water.
Revelio.
This is odd.
What is it?
Not entirely sure, but look around. If the poachers were here, perhaps we can find out why.
Why wouldn't they take their cages with them when they left? Pelts. Poor beasts. Still smoking. They can't have been gone long. Revelio. This is goblin metal. Seems out of place in a poacher camp. I should tell Poppy about it.
Anything interesting?
Poachers were here. All sorts of evidence. But I found something else. It's goblin made.
I found goblin armor. Let's keep searching, but carefully. Merlin only knows what's going on here. I don't have a good feeling about this. How do goblin and poacher interests align?
Look, down there.
Definitely poachers. No creatures, though. So what are they doing out here?
Let's take a closer look.
They won't be happy to see us. Should we use disillusionment? Or perhaps a less discreet approach?
Hard to say from up here. Let's get a better lay of the land.
Yeah. You can't keep your eyes off a pretty lass, you can't. Quit a flick of a frock and you fall to pieces.
That's it. Lightfooted's the word.
Oh, it's Totalis.
Yeah!
My mother used to always say, a clear head makes way for a clear path. I don't know what your path is, since your head's never seen a clear day.
Merlin, you think they were guarding the Minister for Magic himself? What is going on here?
Only one way to find out. Revelio.
What in Merlin's name?
Are those dragons?
It's a dragon.
The name makes sense now.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. How could they possibly... There must be more. We should take it from...
Revelio.
One foot in front of the next and quiet.
Don't know what Victor was thinking, striking a bargain with them.
That's the best you can do.
Revelio.
A more
hushed it.
Have you heard from your family? Has either of your brothers come round to our way of thinking? Will they join us?
They say we go too far. The violence isn't going to get us what we want. I say, if every last wizard is run through with a blade, then violence is going to get me precisely what I...
Revelio.
Did you hear those goblins? Ramrock and the poachers must be working together.
Poppy, something's going on behind you.
What's going on down there? They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite the fight.
Not a fair one, though. Not with her chained up like that.
Let's even her odds, shall we?
Revelio.
Look, they've got a dragon egg. Hebridean from the looks of it. Can't leave it here, not with the plans they likely have for it.
Aloha Mora. All right, I have the egg.
Ready. The elements of surprise will only buy us a few seconds.
Let's make them count.
Careful! Ramrock will want his dragon intact! Bring me a dozen humans. I'll take more. Run the other way when they see me, humans do.
You're the one we're looking for, and you brought a friend. My right.
You in the deepest spot. Simply for guarding and scared.
We don't have time. We need to free her now before more show up. Aim for the ring at the front of her restraints.
Descendo. Accio. This may have been a bad idea.
I suppose we'll find out.
This way.
Was a Hebridean black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
What now? She didn't exactly leave us a calling card.
I don't know. Nothing about this day was expected. Not the goblins, and definitely not the fighting ring. The last thing I planned on was a dragon egg. And the poachers saw us, which cannot be good.
Since the dragon we freed flew off, does that mean we get to keep the egg?
I'd much rather we have it than the poachers, at least for now. But I don't think we should keep it indefinitely. It'll be hard hiding something like this from Professor Weasley for long.
Should we expect...
It would be foolish not to expect... I'm sorry to...
We aren't helping ourselves standing here. Let's get to safety. We can sort this out later.
You're right. Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
I've been studying Salazar Slytherin's spellbook. Meet me in the Undercroft. I found something.
Time you learned the transformation spell. After you've completed the required tasks, which I'm certain will prove useful in finishing your field guide, attend my class to learn the new spell. Afterwards, we will discuss your progress thus far in the term.
Who lived here, I wonder? Revelio. Descendo. Confringo. Incendio. Revelio.
Pleased to see Aaron had his belongings back. Ranrock and his loyalists will...
Hello. Do you have anything for sale?
That I do, but what's a student like yourself doing out here? Got yourself lost, did you?
Just a...
Name's Leopold... No, I wouldn't dare... What do you say, my young friend?
Something to consider. Thank you.
Aye, let me know.
What do you have for sale?
I shall hope to do business with you again. It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure.
My mother would like to speak with me. I believe she has learned about some of what we've been up to. I'm hoping she may be easier on me if...
Revelio!
Can we meet at the Three Broomsticks? It may finally be safe since we rescued the dragon from Horntail Hall.
You'll never believe what I've learned.
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it. That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
It was hard to do, but casting Crucio was our only option.
And I'm glad we did it, because in the spellbook I also found something else. References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic curses.
And you think this relic might be able to save Anne?
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic, but I don't think we should tell anyone. Especially Ominous. He wouldn't understand.
I see no reason to involve Ominous.
I'm glad you agree. When I know more, I shall send an owl. And don't feel sorry for Ominous. Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his own good.
I'll decide what's for my own good.
Ominous, we were just about to get some air. Care to join?
Lumos. You're a liar, Sebastian. I heard everything. You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
No, I didn't. I said I understood you wanting that. I'd never sworn to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
Lumos. I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way.
I am not letting this go.
Ominous, Sebastian meant well.
I know what I heard. You knew I wouldn't agree with this. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
I knew his parents died, but I never heard what happened.
Mr. and Mrs. Sallow were professors. Spent nearly every waking moment in the cellar library. Noses buried in books. Anne and Sebastian were upstairs when it happened. They heard a sudden crash and ran downstairs, but it was too late. Their parents had crumpled to the floor. A defect with the lamp in the cellar caused the room to fill with an undetectable toxin. Sebastian and Anne. It is. That... Please avoid.
Those references in the books...
It would mean a lot.
Revelio. Lumos. So this is the underground harbor. The Grey Lady. I'd say hello, but she doesn't seem particularly social. Revelio.
What have you done? Yes, I prefer, but this wasn't what I meant at all. Well, are you happy now?
Please wait!
The book Professor Weasley asked me to find should be around here somewhere.
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration.
Professor Weasley asked me to...
Some people...
The Golden Snidget.
Correct! The Snidget was first...
Felix Felicis.
Well done! Since it makes the tale of the three...
The Deathly Hallows.
Correct! According to Beadle the Bar, which born in Quidditch is the large...
The Bludger.
I'm sorry, but the correct answer was the Quaffle. When it... True...
True.
Actually, the answer... And I won't be giving you any...
I'm sorry. I don't have time for a quiz at the moment.
Let me know if you change your mind. I put the book back on the pedestal for you.
Revelio ought to make quick work of this. Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration. Repulsor!
What are you up to now?
You have a new spell to teach me.
Yes. But first, I'd like you to carry out attend my transfigure.
Protego!
Now, you all know what to do. Beautifully done. Class is dismissed. And remember, now is not the time to eat.
You want... Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected. Hopefully you won't...
Professor Fig has encouraged me to explore...
If you wish to practice the spell you just learned, the training dummy is available. Glad to see you are paying close attention to my demonstration of the transformation spell.
so.